Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I have the new Natasha Denona bronze palette. I am so excited to show you guys how beautiful these colors are and how I created this look, so keep on watching. Alright you guys, before we get started, if you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell because I do upload new videos every week. And when I'm not on YouTube, you can find me on Instagram at Allure. So let's just jump right into it. This Natasha Denona palette. Oh my goodness, you guys, ever since she launched this and started kind of like teasing us on Instagram, I was like, Natasha, I need that palette. It is so beautiful. I mean, she has the whole bronze collection. I could not afford to buy everything in the collection, so I just stuck with this 15-pan palette, which I am so excited. I'll show it right there. It's so beautiful, you guys. These colors are stunning. For $65, you get 15 pans that are about 0.65 ounces, about almost 19 grams of product you're getting. It's made in Italy. It's now available in the UK and the US. Let's roll over to the Sephora website. So again, $65. This is almost 5 stars, you guys. People are loving this product. It is a go-to eyeshadow palette that's a summer essential. It has a range of formulas and textures from sultry cream powder mattes to vibrant duochromes, metallics, and shimmers. It creates a variety of looks. It's a perfect complement to your summer glow, and it flatters every skin tone and texture. I mean, you've got that wet to powder formula with that dark one. I know she's done this before in her Metropolis palette, but these are just unlike any other. There's 4 metallic foiled shadows that's just swatch incredibly with so much opacity. There's a satin with the warm silver, and then you've got that purple with the duochrome finish. There are no repeats in this palette. There are 15 brand new shades and 4 are duochrome. So I'll get into the swatches in just a minute, but I cannot wait for you guys to see how well they perform on the eye, because swatches are one thing, but how they perform on your actual eye, and especially for mature skin, you want something that's really gonna go over texture. If you don't have the smoothest eyelids that you did in your 20s, you want shadows that are going to perform well. We're going to test out some new Sonia G brushes, which were specifically made with Natasha palettes in mind. So excited to try those out in this video. So without further ado, let's get into it. So I already told you guys all about the palette. I just want to swatch the colors now, and we're going to go with the first color, which is called True Copper. Oh my goodness, look at that. That is absolutely stunning. Do you guys see the way that's swatched? That is just like incredibly gorgeous. Oh my gosh. So next color we have is Suntan, and oh, look at how rich that is. The next color we have is Sundown. Oh my goodness. Those are 2 beautiful mattes. This is Deep Dive. This is so pretty. Now that's not a color I'll probably use too much right now, just because honestly, like, that's gonna be like my fall winter color, but I will use that as a liner. Like, that's gonna be gorgeous as a liner. So that one's Rhodium, and that one is absolutely beautiful. Okay, second row we have Magnum, and oh my goodness, look at how rich that is. Whoa, yeah. That's very pretty. That is a gorgeous one, wow. And then the next one we have is High Degree. And forgive me if I get these names wrong, I'll put them all right there as I talk about them because I can't really see without my glasses. Now that is gorge. Oh my goodness. Next one is Allure. Oh my goodness. That is so wet and so creamy. That is unbelievably beautiful. This next color, Ridge, is a color I know I'm just going to be using non-stop because it is going to be like the most beautiful transition shade. Oh my goodness, how gorgeous is that color? Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. All right, that's the second row. This next one is Gloomy. Wow, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Natasha just really knows how to do this. I think this is Palladium, I want to say. I don't know if I said that right. Oh my goodness. This next one is Bliss. Oh my gosh. Look at that pink. Okay, so I'm gonna put a couple more right here because I'm running out of space. This next one is Silk. Oh my goodness. I know I'm gonna love this one. Oh, that is so wet and so pretty. Okay, I'm definitely gonna have to do a second look on a different video. The last one is Beach, which is another gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous transition shade. Now I'll do the comparison between that and the Artist Couture Supreme Nudes that I just did. So as you can see right there, we have the Artist Couture, then we have this Sunrise palette, and then we have the new Natasha Denona Bronze palette. So those are some comparisons that I have between the eyeshadow palettes that I would kind of say are similar, but not exactly the same. As you can see, the Sunrise palette is completely different from the Bronze palette. So if you own the Sunrise palette, you're getting a completely different palette with the Natasha Denona Bronze palette. Now, I would say the Supreme Nudes and the Bronze palette are similar in some respect, but they're not exactly the same at all. This Bronze palette is just everything to me, okay? Because it has all those warm shades that I just absolutely love. What I like about that Supreme Nudes is it has some of those greens. I cannot wait to just dive into this look. We're gonna put my little clip on so that I can get my hair out of the way. It is kind of hot in my filming room, you guys, so forgive me if I start sweating. It's kind of hot here in Southern California, and to not have the air on so that it's not making noise while I film is very difficult. So I think for today, we're just gonna stick with more of like that natural look. So we're gonna go with Ridge first, and I think that is a gorgeous transition shade. We are going to use some new brushes that I have, and I'm so excited to play with them. So I have a couple from Smashbox, and then I have some Sonia G brushes. If you guys don't know who Sonia G is, she was this mega big makeup blogger who designed luxury brushes, so if you're into cruelty-free products, this is not a cruelty-free product. These are real hair. So these are real goat hair brushes. And oh my goodness, she designed these brushes to go with a Natasha Denona type product. So I thought they would be a perfect addition to this video to really kind of show you the introduction to her brushes. They do get a little pricey, but let me tell you, they're worth it. And what she recommends is to wash them before you use them. And I'm gonna tell you guys, I washed them and I feel like they're so much even better than they were when I first just tried them out. So I'm so excited. All right, let's go with her crease brush, I wanna say. Yeah, crease 2. I couldn't get all of them. I still want her face brushes. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait to I would just love to have the whole Sonia G collection, the whole Chikahodo collection, the whole Wayne Goss collection, but then I would be bankrupt. So I'm gonna have to just kind of go little by little because these brushes are quite expensive, especially the Chikahodo ones. So I feel like Sonia G and Wayne Goss, you know, Wayne Goss knows what he's doing. If you guys don't watch his channel, I mean, he's just amazing. I'm sure everybody watches his channel. He's so popular. So I'm gonna go with that Crease 2 Sonia G brush. And I'm going to pick, oh my goodness. Do you see, I just barely tapped into the palette and that's how much pigment I got. Oh my gosh, it's so Natasha. So I like to dust off because, you know, her products are just so creamy and powdery, which is why they have a little bit of kickback. And if you can see in the pan, that was, I dabbed a little bit and that's how much is in the pan. And you don't want to waste Natasha product. It's like Pat McGrath. You never want to waste those products. I do have one Wayne Goss brush too. We're going to use on the lower lash line. So we're going to try that one out too. So I already laid down my base and I did go with the P. Louise. You guys, I just can't find a better base than this. I tried the Anastasia one recently, I tried the Fenty one recently, and I still keep going back to that or MAC Soft Ochre. Or concealer. I just feel like those are the best. All right, so we're gonna take that and we're just gonna kind of go right here into that crease. So do you see how buttery and beautiful that pigmentation and that shadow is? And mixed with this Sonia G brush, if you're not, let's just say you're not great at blending, you're just not a big eyeshadow person, but you love eyeshadow looks, but you don't feel comfortable because you don't feel like you can blend them out, these brushes do the work for you. You want brushes like this. I know they're real hair, and I understand the whole cruelty-free side of things, but I just prefer, my preference is real hair brushes. I just think there are times where I like synthetic brushes. There are, like, it really lays down good cream products and stuff like that. But I am telling you guys, once you use a brush like Sonia G's, you're just gonna fall in love. All right, so I'm gonna go back and I'm just gonna keep kind of just blending that in. I'm just kind of staying tight there. I'm gonna put that color Beach over the top of this, so I'm not trying to go too high with this. Oh my goodness, that is absolutely the most beautiful transition shade I have used to date. Wow. What I love about it is it's giving me that warm vibe that I like. I usually use like my bronzer. Lately I've been using my Charlotte Tilbury bronzer in the crease space, but I am telling you guys, oh my goodness, wow. I'm just gonna use this one from now on. So don't worry about this part right here. I've had some like allergic reactions lately on my eyelids. I don't know what's going on. So if it's not like laying down perfectly, that's why, but it's not the eyeshadow. It's just my eyelids right now, which still, despite all of that, this is still laying over that area so beautifully. And if you have mature skin, this is the kind of eyeshadow you want. These are the kind of brushes you want. I am telling you guys, between these two together, it makes all the difference. I can get rid of all my brushes right now and just stick to these Sonia G brushes. Oh my goodness, they're so amazing. I'm gonna take Beach right there, which is kind of like a peachy color, and I'm just gonna lay that over on top of the ridge. So I'm just gonna go over the top and just kind of diffuse out any kind of edges that I have, and just kind of soften and blend the two together. This is another good brush, and this is actually a synthetic brush. This is Smashbox, and very, very beautiful. I want to get some more Sonia G brushes though. I just personally don't like to mix my colors, so it bothers me, so I have to have a ton of brushes, so I don't do that. I know some people don't, and if you don't have enough makeup brushes to do that, I completely understand. I just have enough, and I don't like to have to mix them. How beautiful is that color? Oh my gosh, that is insanely beautiful. Wow. Wow. I'm telling you guys, literally I can walk out of the house with just this eyeshadow. Done. Put some mascara on, put some lashes on if you want. 2 seconds, that's all it takes. I'm gonna go back with the bridge, and I'm just gonna kind of take that out here a little bit more on the outer corner right there. And then just deposit it inside, just like that. Just kind of deepening up that area. Oh my gosh, this color is insanely beautiful. So again, I'm just having a little bit of a hard time because of that area right there. So that is my eyelid. That is not the shadow. If you see that little patch right there, that is just because I'm having an allergic reaction. Let's just stick to this side today. You know what, this is real life. It doesn't always, I mean, you can't always have perfect eyelids. All right, I'm gonna go back to that Beach color, okay, and I'm just gonna go over the top of that again and just soften it out, because you always want to make sure you soften it out. I am going so super light-handed with this because it is so pigmented, even though it's a light color, and I don't want that to like be the star of the show, you know, so I'm just really kind of using it just to kind of give it that ombre effect. So I'm going super light-handed, and then I'm just gonna blend out the edges there, just like that. And I didn't even lay any kind of setting powder down, and do you guys see how no fallout. So that is amazing. So what I'm gonna do, since I'm wearing brown, is I'm gonna take some of this palladium on the outside, like right here, like this area right here. And then I'm gonna kind of build, like go in lighter and lighter. So just to kind of test out some of those shades. I mean, there's so many colors in here I wanna play with, but for today we're gonna do that. So I'm gonna start off with palladium. We're gonna take the Sonia G Worker 2 and on the outside, and then we'll do the Worker 3 more on the inside. These are supposed to pick up these shimmers really well, so I'm so excited to try this out. So we'll go with palladium first, and we're just gonna dip that in there. I'm not gonna take any setting spray right now. I'm just gonna kind of see where we go with this. All right, so it's Natasha Denona. We can't go too wrong. So I'm just gonna lay that right here. So that color, I don't feel really stuck that well. I don't know about you guys, but I don't really feel like that color stuck very well. Let's try a different brush. Let's try my Armani one. This is like an Armani synthetic type concealer brush. We're gonna try that one and see if that picks up better with a synthetic. And we're just, oh yeah, it picks up better with a synthetic brush. That particular color. So that one you kind of have to dig in a little bit more. It's not as creamy, I would say, but very beautiful. So we got to go with the other side because we already did this side. And this is more like on the cooler tone bronze, I would say, than my normal warm tones. So a good trick when you're having these little patchy type areas is to put a shimmer there. Sometimes mattes don't like to stick to those types of areas, like those textured areas. So it's really good to stick up like a shimmer color there. I know it sounds odd because you would think that, do you see how that covered up that patch right there? Sometimes it's needed. So again, I'm not trying to go for a like really glam, I'm going out on the night type look. I'm trying to do more of like a daytime glamour. There we go, daytime glamour. As Scott Barnes would say, a more natural look. But do you see how beautiful that is? Oh my gosh. So that color is not like a true Natasha creamy bow 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 type color, bow bow bow, but it is very beautiful and very subtle. So I'm not hating on it. It's not my favorite one, I'm gonna be honest with you. So what I need to do is I need to take a little bit darker color on the outer edge there. So I'm gonna take this Sonia G brush, and this is the Skyline. I think it's called her Sky one, and this is the mini booster. Now, if you have hooded eyes, Asian eyes, I'm half Asian, so I have more almond shaped eyes. You could be any nationality and have almond shaped eyes, so it's not just for Asians. But if you do have more hooded eyes, smaller eyes, almond eyes, however you want to say it, this is a spectacular brush for my girls out there that have that shape of eye. This brush is needed in your collection. It is amazing, amazing. All right, we're gonna use that color Magna, and I'll just kind of put it up there so I don't have to keep showing you guys the palette. I'll put the color right there, but oh my gosh, this color is so pretty. So I'm gonna deepen out this edge just a little bit. I don't want it to be too much because I'm just going for like that daytime glam look. So very, very little amount. So because I have more hooded Asian type eyes, I think this brush is amazing because you can really just place it where you want it, like right here. This is the bad eye, This is bad girl eye today. It's not wanting to cooperate with me, but that's okay. But do you see how pretty that is? It's not like, again, not like crazy out there. I'm gonna take Ridge again, and I'm just gonna kind of blend those two together. That's what I like to do with that middle color, is just blend my darker color and that one together. We're gonna focus on this right eye because it's much better. And then we're gonna just kind of, again, blend it and warm it back up because that other color kind of cooled it down. But do you see how easy and pretty that is? These brushes do the work for you. It's insane. All right, I'm going back with that transition color Beach and just, again, just kind of softening out the edges. So pretty. And this is pretty much all we're doing with this look. It's gonna be very simple. I'm gonna bring that color a little bit in to kind of go into my nose contour a little bit there. So, very pretty. If that eye wasn't so stubborn today, it'd be even more beautiful. All right, let's take the Sonia G Worker 3 brush and let's try this out with a different shimmer. We're gonna go with Silk, more that pinky toned one. We're gonna try this out. These Sonia G brushes are supposed to be amazing. Oh, there it goes. Oh my goodness. Yeah, see, because that one was not very wet. That other shimmer I use, Palladio, whatever it is, there's a lot of kickback in this pan, so be careful with that. Oh my goodness, you guys. Wow. So I'm gonna leave that inner corner area blank right now, okay? Because I'm really just gonna focus on kind of like a little bit of the middle and then I'm gonna go lighter as we get in. Because if you have hooded eyes or smaller eyelid space area, you don't want to go too dark on that inside unless you're creating a halo. I am thinking I like more for I know she made these brushes with Natasha in mind, and I think with some shadows it may work, but for some reason with some of these colors right now I'm picking up, I'm almost feeling like the synthetic brushes are working a little bit better with this particular one. Yeah, see how that's like a lot more wet looking? Let me go back in with the mini booster Sonia G brush and just really make sure I kind of clean up those glitter edges. Now because I have hooded eyes, that glitter is kind of flicking up and I'm gonna go with it, okay? I'm not gonna try to make it like a cut crease and make it perfect. I am actually gonna let that feather up into the crease area and kind of give it more of just like that soft, natural glam look. Oh. So very soft, very natural, nothing too much. I'm gonna take my finger because I know Natasha likes to work with her fingers a lot on these, and I do feel like sometimes her product picks up a little bit better with your finger. So let me see if I can do that instead. Oh my goodness. Seriously, you guys, like it makes such a difference when you use your fingers. I'm just kind of going over with that color True Bronze, and I'm just kind of going over it just to kind of give it a little bit more yellow gold going on there. Yeah, finger makes a huge difference. I mean, see how much it picks up on the finger? Yeah, huge difference. Now I'm gonna take the color Ridge back onto that crease Sonia G brush and then just kind of soften that out, just like that. Very soft. That is beautiful. That is like I know it may not be natural to you guys, but it's a natural look for me. A natural glam look, like a daytime glam, like you're going for like a daytime wedding or something like that. All right, let's do the lower lash line, and we're gonna take Ridge on this mini booster, and we're gonna go underneath that lash line and just kind of smoke out that lower lash line and kind of connect it to the top like that. I am like sweating profusely right now. It's crazy. I have to find out a different solution for this room to make it cooler. And what I'm doing is I'm bringing it up here just to kind of blend it into that. And what I do is take that self ridge that I had on the first Sonia G brush and then just blend it out again. And I'm gonna clean that up, so I'm not worried about that. But just kind of like makes it kind of go all the way around that way. So love it. Beautiful color. That is like my favorite color in the palette. All right, I'm gonna take the Wayne Goss. I think this is number 6. I'll put it right there. I love how tiny this one is. So I usually use that Morphe no number brush, and I can never tell you guys which brush it is because it came in a set and they don't even offer it. I went to Morphe asking for it and they don't even have it. So I'm trying to like find a different brush just in case I lose that one. I'm going to use a Magna. think. Oh no, actually I'm gonna go with this color right here. Let's try out a different one. We're gonna go with, I think that's called Suntan. We're gonna take Suntan on that little tiny brush, which I think is going to be perfect to pack into that lower lash line area. So right here, we're gonna take that one. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Oh, this brush is amazing. Yes, I like this brush. Yes, that is giving me all of the Morphe vibes that I had with that other brush. Oh my goodness, this is such a good brush. But see how beautiful that is? Ooh, ooh, you guys, I like this look. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. I'm not even gonna do like the darker liner look. I'm just gonna leave that there because I think it's very pretty and I don't really feel like I need, okay, maybe I'll deepen it up just a little bit. And remember, it always comes together once you put your mascara on and put everything else on, it all comes together. But so far, so beautiful. Okay, on camera, I'm gonna show you guys what I'm gonna do. I'm actually gonna take the Jouer highlighter that you guys know I love, this molten gold one. Jouer, will you please make this a staple? This is the perfect highlighter besides my Hourglass metallic strobe that I absolutely love. This is the perfect highlighter. Perfect highlighter. We're gonna take that one, or yeah, I was gonna see what my Natasha minis, if there was a color in here. No, there's really no color. I don't wanna do that one. All right, we're gonna stick to this molten gold and we're gonna take a really small brush. So we'll just take this crown brush. It's like a mini concealer brush and it's so tiny, but it's perfect to really get into this area. And Morphe has these too. Do you see how gorgeous that looks? See how that's just kind of going into it? And the best part is you're gonna have this anyway in your makeup collection because you're gonna use it as your highlighter. So you could take any highlighter that you have. It doesn't have to just be this one. And I'm just kind of opening up the eye, which is gonna tie into my inner corner as well. Now, Natasha has one that I wanna order from Beautylish. I'll show it right there. And she does sell individual eyeshadow palettes. They're expensive though. And that color I definitely wanna get because it's so beautiful and it'll be like that same concept as this. And then I'm just gonna put this a little bit on the brow bone highlight, just a little bit, and I'll blend that out in just a second. I'm just trying to place the color in right now. Same thing, and I'm dipping very, very light into the palette. Just like that. All right, I'm gonna go back in with that Smashbox and it had Beach on there and just kind of diffuse it out, blend it all together. Make sure that everything is tied together. So pretty. All right, I'm gonna go back to that Sonia G Worker 3 brush that had some of that glitter on there and just kind of like smooth that out. See, I love this brush for that because it just kind of blends. It melts everything together. Do you see how that just melted together? I would have went in with like a synthetic brush like the one I was using. It would have just been too much. So that's where those brushes really come in handy. That is a beautiful look, so pretty. All right, now we're gonna take the highlight, that Jouer highlighter, and we're going to go in. This is a Kat Von D double-ended brush. I love it for the inner corner highlight, and we're just gonna go in there and tie that in. And what I like about this brush is I like to place it with this end, and then the other end I like to blend it out. Then what I like to do is take a clean brush, this Morphe brush, and just kind of blend it all together. Really just soften everything out. But a very, I think, easy, natural, not natural. I think this is a very easy daytime glam type look. And there were so many colors I wanted to play in this palette. It was really hard to decide on what I was gonna go with. I am going to go ahead and pop on my lashes and mascara off camera, and then I'll come back and give you my final thoughts. All right, you guys, so this is how it all came together. I am very happy with how it all turned out. I tried to do more of a natural glam look. I know it might be a little intense for some of you, but I did try my hardest to not get carried away. But it's really difficult with palettes like this because there are so many beautiful, rich colors to play with. It was everything I anticipated and wanted in this palette. And I just finished off with the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. You guys, I am obsessed with this tan one. I just keep going to this one, probably more than the medium, especially with my skin tone right now. Absolutely love that one. And I did kind of top it off with the Hourglass Radiant Bronze because it kind of gave it more of radiance, you know, just that kind of just a little extra, especially since we were doing such a bronzed look. I am really happy with this palette. It was everything I expected and wanted. I do really love that she has the $65 eyeshadow palettes because not everyone can afford a $125 palette. So to have, you know, a good color choices, a good size pan, and colors like this that are everyday colors. You can go from something very natural and subtle to something more dramatic, and this really will take you into the fall and winter time. I do feel like these colors are not just for summer, whereas like her Sunrise palette I really liked, but these were summer colors. So I do like that this bronze palette had that option of really like creating looks all year round, which I think is great. These are my colors. I like the bronze tones. I do feel like if you have mature skin, yes, you can get affordable palettes. I've done videos on ColourPop shadows. You guys know I love my Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette, but I do really feel like, if I'm being truly honest, you pay for what you get. And when you have mature skin, you have more textured eyelids. Even if you're younger, you could have textured eyelids, dry lids, just more stuff going on. And honestly, when you spend the money, you're getting quality products that are gonna lay over texture a lot easier than your more affordable brands. So just keep that in mind, because you have to remember these palettes are going to last a long time. I've had this Sunrise one for, oh my goodness, probably like almost 2 years now, and I barely touch it. So honestly, like, it's gonna be there in my kit for a very, very long time. And I'm a makeup addict. I love makeup. If you watch my channel, if you watch YouTube makeup videos, you probably are a makeup addict and you love to collect the different eyeshadow palettes. So I am very happy. This is one I am probably gonna reach for quite a bit, especially this color right here, this ridge color. I probably will use that every day. I hope she puts that in an individual, because she does have individuals that you can buy on beautylish and NatashaDenona.com. And I honestly, like, I'm gonna reach for that color quite a bit because that was beautiful. I mean, some of those colors were just insanely gorgeous. Now, I am gonna have to compare it to my Pat McGrath palettes coming up soon, because I did order quite a bit of Pat McGrath stuff lately, and I cannot wait to get my hands on those shadows, and I really would like to see which one is better. I know both of them are gonna be amazing because Natasha Denona and Pat McGrath are just brilliant. They're just brilliant. They just provide such quality, amazing products. But I really want to see, like, side by side, which one is better, because I know Natasha products can even get more expensive than Pat McGrath palettes. So Pat McGrath palettes are expensive, but they're quality. I've tried them in store and I'm like, oh my goodness. So I cannot wait to do some looks with that. Comment below if you want to see more looks out of this bronze palette. Tell me if you got it, if you've been using it, if you like it, or if you're planning on purchasing it. But comment below, you guys. I love communicating with you. Thank you so much for all your love and support. Please remember to subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and click that notification bell so you don't miss a video. Follow me at Allure on Instagram, and I'll see you on the next. Thanks, guys. Bye.
You better turn up. You better be there when I shake. Watch me rocking if I can't stop. If I should fall, just go ahead. Go and catch me, baby.